Good evening, folks. How is everyone? As always, I hope you're doing well. You know, you're my people, and I love you. Always want you to be the big three, my friends. Happy, healthy, and safe. You know what I want for me? Thumbs up, share, leave a comment, kind of get this thing moving. I would appreciate it. Today, we are going to take a look at another local beer to me. This is, it's 108 again today. Go figure. San-tan-brewing Boondocks Honey Blonde Ale. Okay. Well, you know, it's the right season for these. It's getting nice out. If 108 is nice, you do you. So, anyway, let's do the crack. Let's do the pour. Let's get a temp. There's your crack. Chill down the glass in the holder because hot out. Let's see what the good folks at San-Tan, who are local to me, have in store for us today. Yes, I got feedback saying I didn't pour it correctly the last time after I made fun of the guy that does the paper towel trick. There's your head. That is a pretty head. That is a beautiful solid gold. Oh, man, I'm going to say 4. That looks like a really nice 4 right there. Let's get a look. So we got smooth and creamy. Very nice. I'm working on it, guys. You got to give me a little time. Packs really tight. Doesn't start to graduate until she starts to get a little higher. All in all, very nice beer. Let's get a temperature and see what's going on here. I try to chill everything within an inch of its life since it can. Hot out. Keep going. Keep swimming. Keep swimming. 37.938. Okay, that's workable. Might even lace for us, which would also be really nice, because we've had a couple that haven't done much of the lacing fans. So, yeah, show them fellas some love too, or ladies, of course. Biding time. Let's get that sniffer in there. Not a whole lot going on other than the flies driving me bats. So I get a little bit of that honey sweetness in here, and since it's local honey, it's going to be, probably Arizona wildflower, or desert flower, whatever is blooming when the bees are eating. So yeah, I just get a little bit of honey on the nose, not much else. So, looks like this, smells like this, and she's a honey, and you don't slip of the tongue. Well, it's on you, man. Salute, or Skal. We're done with the Mexicans. Skal. Nice, really nice mouthfeel. Intradental, soft palate, out into the buccals. Runs right into the back. She's cold, no real tongue involvement. Not a whole lot of bitterness going on here. So she's, let's do some specs while she warms. Boondocks Blonde is running 4.7 for the ABV, 15 for the IBUs. She uses local Arizona honey. Okay, we'll deal with that. I like that. I'm trying to nail down the spice, not the spice note, but the hop note on this. 42. So we got a minute yet. Oh, me scusi. So trying to figure out what the hop profile is on this, because it didn't really present on the beer that I drank before I drank this beer. I do research. It's thirsty work. So most likely we're looking at maybe Liberty, which is a light spice with floral note. We'll find out when the nose starts to present, but you've got the honey note in there. That's going to throw us. It could just be one of the nobles, like it's definitely not Saz. Middle Fruit Hallertau maybe, but again, those present a lot more forward and up the bitterness, and she's at 15. Or it could be a Mount Hood, which is a floral herbal spicy. So we'll find out, but she's got to get up to temp first. She's too cold right now. On the other hand, would I drink this beer this cold? Yeah. We're still sitting at 42.4, so we're going to give it another minute. The flies are driving me crazy. It'd be nice if my neighbors picked up their dog shit occasionally. Waste not a drop, my friends. The nose is starting to open up a little, but for the lacing fans, that could be like, you know, maybe a horse with something attached to his butt. There's another kind of horsey shaped thing. Remember, I'm looking through the back and reading what I see towards you. But otherwise, not a whole hell of a lot going on. A lot of the stuff I see is animals. I'm sure there's a shrink out there that's like, very interesting. Sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Unless, of course, you're Bill Clinton. Alright, so that opened it up a little. Definitely more floral, but again, that could be the blowback to the honey. Definitely a little sweeter on the nose now. Definitely more flies coming to check me out. I will exterminate every one of you. Oh, flies. Devil's friggin' signature bird. I don't understand why people can't keep simple hygiene as a normal thing. Alright, we are there, my friends. I'm getting a 45, 46. Luckily, I just hit my head, you know, basically a vestigial organ since I'm a male. Salud! She has a surprisingly earthy note, too. Smells good though, so sliver the tongue. Nice, so the mouthfeel is tightened up. We get a little in the buccals, I got a little in the sublinguals there. But really just intradental and soft palate. Again, not much going on with the tongue, because she tends to crest high and ride back. She's I mean, she was fast when she was ice cold. There was no doubt about that. But now she's dirtied up. The honey sweetness is a lot less than you think it would be. It's really, really well balanced. I'm not pulling a spice note. And if I had to lean towards anything, I would lean towards herbal more than floral. So let's get some Mount Hoods in here. Starting to dry out. Still dirty though. You know, when you start drying out and you're only a 4.7, that's an interesting little twist. Not a clue. Even on my side, not a clue. Yeah. Sometimes you fail the Rorschach test, my friends. All right, we are at 48, so 47, 8, 48. So we're gonna pause. We'll come back in a minute because I have run out of shit to bullshit about. And once she's up, so 38, 46, 52. Let's shoot for 52, 53, see what we got going on. Be right back. All right, my friends, we are back, and we were not gone long. 52.8 was the last number I see. Now I got 53.4, 53.7. I say good enough. Let's homogenize, right? Much nicer. Now we're really getting that honey presenting as a really, really sweet note here. Land so I can kill you. I didn't say land on my beer. There. Monsters. We got more important shit to do. Beer. Much nicer now. Much sweeter note. And that herbal note is really starting to pop. So again, I'm just going to guess Mount Hood here. It's got that nice, rich, herbal, earthy kind of smell. We'll take it. Salud! Now, mouthfeel is the same. We're still looking at the entire soft palate and the intradentals. We got some down into the buccals. Tongue's not really lighting up on this, which is kind of surprising, but not really, because the hops aren't super bitter. At least if they're the ones we're assuming they are. Really, really fast now, but she's warm, dirty, and tasty. Is what it is. We don't have much left. That looks like a duck, or maybe a goose. Oh, there we go. That might be a stag or a horse or something weird standing on a rock. I don't know. Again, somebody's going to look at these one day, and the fellas are going to show up with the butterfly nets and the nice white jacket that buckles in the back. And I don't think they allow you to do beer reviews from inside the facility. 57, so we got about a minute or so. I have nothing to regale you with. I mean, we could tell jokes, but I don't have those kind of jokes that don't get a shit canned off the internet. So, we'll be right back. Hang tight. All right, it hasn't been that long, but I'm getting a 58, 59 now, so we are going to call this here. No sense in letting this beer get any warmer. Biden time. Okay, that nose has really gotten interesting. The honey is floral honey for sure, because she's really presenting with the floral note, and yet you still have that earthy herbal underlie. I gotta tell you, my friends, that smells good. You know what they say? Be healthy. Eat your honey. Yeah, I'm that old. I had that t-shirt, by the way. Salud. Super thin, super fast. I'm finally getting a bittering note on the back end. And it's really, really light. Intradental soft palate, and that's it. The honey sweetness is there. See that the herbal and the earthy doesn't really transfer on this. So, we're done. What are we going to say about this beer? Well, would I buy this beer again? Sure, this beer is delicious and local to me. Drink local, my friends. drink this beer again? Wouldn't bat an eye. Try it on tap? Love to. I might actually have to run down to their tap house. It's not that far away. Handed this to me out of the cooler? I'd say I probably need a backup because this one's going to disappear and I don't want it to get lonely. You know what I'm saying? It needs a friend. Good for the style? Excellent for the style. Interesting flavor progression. Very much so. Really nice nose. Really interesting nose that does kind of tumble and shift. Not huge variances, but it blossoms slowly. So she's good for the style. She's actually excellent for the style, especially a honeyed up. Can't call her an ale because she's sub 5. So she like a honey blonde lager, and I'm going to assume they used ale yeast, but they might have used lager yeast. I don't know. They don't tell me. I'm not taking anything off of this. There's nothing to pull off of here. The head was nice. The color was beautiful. She was clean, crisp, clear, delicious. 5. It's a 5. I know. You can say, but dude, you give extra points because you really like the lagers and the kolsches and the blondes. Yeah, I do, but good is good, my friends. I remember we did Taj Mahal. I got like a 2. Tastes like formaldehyde. I should have gave it a 0, but it's being nice back then. Yeah, no. Easy 5. Excellent beer. If she comes in your neighborhood, you should grab some and try it if you like the style. Because as always, you drink what you like, man. Don't trust me. You need to go trust this face. Are you interested in a bridge? Or I have some property and it's dry like twice a day. Anyway, thanks for coming by. Putting some eyeballs on. You know you're my people. Love you. Big 3. Happy, healthy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, head on swivel, hot and handy. Again, hot and handy. There are things you need to be responsible for being hot and handy, and a lot of them are unconstitutional, but it's still on you to make sure that you're compliant with. That being said, we are out. I will catch you on the next one, but thank you for coming by. And remember, like, share, remind, throw a comment in. Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'd appreciate it. Until next time, my friends. Skal! Yeah, I know, we saluted a bunch of times, but this channel, we Skal.